Hello, my celestial Aquariuses, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is Mystic Storm here to clear a path to a new life with you. If you're new, welcome to the family. I pray that this message resonates with you and that you're able to gain guidance for September 2020 and beyond, okay? And if you're already a part of the Celestial Kingdom, you already know the deal. We back with another one, okay? So Aquariuses, I went into a brief meditation and the color that I've seen here is orange. Orange. And the message that I received was release past stories and awaken to a new life. So I feel like we, and I say we because I'm an Aquarius, we may be stuck in limbo here, in between the past and the present, and we see what is in front of us, yet we are backpedaling with the past and bringing past stories into the new, which is distorting what is right in front of us. Okay, so we need to filter out what is real from what is an illusion. Neptune retrograde, okay? So let's hop into it. We're going to start with the soul cards. And if you aren't a part of our family here, you know, I would invite you to like, comment, share, subscribe, click that notification bell so you can continue to get content from this beautiful, growing, insightful channel. All right, let's get into it, Aquarius. Spirit, what messages, what guidance do you have for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of September 2020 and beyond? Messages, guidance for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of September 2020 and beyond. This one flipped. Wow. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I received this, like, for real. This is letting the past go and being awakened to a new life. I feel like once we let go of all the past traumas, all the past instances, I feel like it's a form of reprogramming the mind. We'll be able to really soar. And this is like, it's mixed with like yellow and orange, and I feel like they're coming out of this extra person, which is the inner child, really. The sacral chakra, which is orange, and the solar plexus, okay? And the hands here are illuminated. I mean, you might be sensitive to touch, you might be an empath, you might be a healer, okay? And I feel like your healing abilities will strengthen after releasing everything that is in your shadow that no longer serves the purpose that you are brought here to do. This is so beautiful. So beautiful. Like, the person here is like they're very calm. They're very calm, but this light inside of them is just bursting through. This is your aura. This is your aura. So you are a healer. Your purpose is here to spread light to the world, but also there's healing that has to be done inside of you in order to achieve this. So I know I've been hearing this a lot, the healer needs healing, and we do. And sometimes we have to take what we put out there and apply it to us. So definitely work on yourself, be mindful, work on reprogramming the mind, and work on developing the skills that you have to heal the world. Heal the world. Okay? That's beautiful. Okay. So now we're going to get into the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck to see what animal you're following or what animal that you need to incorporate this month in your practice. What do you need to be aware of? Ooh, this music is... This just gave me chills. What animal should we pay attention to? I seen that. Okay. Too many. Okay. The deer. The deer. This came out in reverse. So it may be out of balance. And this makes sense. Heart chakra here with the green and a little bit of throat. I can kind of see a little blue. But this is feminine energy. Feminine energy with earth energy. So this is us clearing out our heart, reprogramming the mind and clearing our heart, opening our heart to new ideas, to be more compassionate in our circumstances and in our world. Being protective as well. I see being protective in a sense of protecting your energy and protecting those that you love energy. But you also have to, if you want to protect others, you have to make sure you're protected as well. Okay, so let's read what it has for the deer. Loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. Okay, interesting that intuitive is here. We talked about empaths and healers, so that's good. So this is what you probably need to work with. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. So when in balance, receptive, compassionate, nurturing. When out of balance, concerned, protective, interesting. To bring into balance nature and children. So that's interesting. I said I also see a sense of protection here, but that's saying that it's out of balance, and it came out in reverse. So this is interesting because you want to be protective or have protection over you, but there might be a sense of we might be trying to overprotect ourselves from past instances here, right? Past traumas. We're in limbo. We're in the middle. So we may be, overprotecting a little bit. And if you are bringing in a new life, you may be pregnant, you may be expecting a child, maybe adopting a child, or you might be birthing your career, maybe your business may be your baby, so this might be something that you are working on and you're probably too protective and worried about. And new life, this is when a birth or celebration of a new life draws near. And what I heard was release past stories and awaken to a new life. Wow. Celebration of new life. So this might not even be a child if you're not expecting a child. The new life is you. The new life is you. And right now we're being too worried and concerned, protective of our energy, and we need to be more receptive, compassionate, and nurturing to ourselves and as well as others. Because I do feel like, in a sense, receptivity, compassion, and nurturing is a form of protection. You know, it might just be too overprotective. So to bring back into balance, to always go out in nature and children. So that's good. I received that. That's beautiful. So yes, interesting. Let's see what we have here. My cards are just falling all over the place over here. All right. Yes. Let's bring it now to the Psychic Tarot. Protective energy can leave us blocked. That's what I'm hearing too. Can leave us blocked, especially because, you know, too much of a good thing can hurt us too. And I feel like if we're trying to overprotect something, we're not enjoying life. So be mindful, be protective, be nurturing in that, and it will work out. Okay. Sacrifice. It's like the Hangman. Letting go. Just letting go completely. Emotional withdrawal in reverse. I see all these cards, but I really just want a jumper. Okay. I will take you. I will take you. Destiny. So let's take a break here. So sacrifice here is like the Hangman. And this is releasing, letting go. So I feel like we will let go of this. All this that's keeping us muddy, mucky, and low vibration. Letting that go and harnessing our power. Like we seen the hands here as the healer with the light. Look at her hands here in prayer motion, activating that rainbow inside of her. And you see the flowers here that have bloomed, but also the flowers that she is clothed with. She's shedding that. She's releasing that. So there's sacrifice that has to be made, meaning sacrifice of letting go of our past. Something that we have probably carried with us for so long, so much baggage that is there, that is somewhat comforting in a sense. Somewhat comforting. So that's interesting. And then we have emotional withdrawal. I feel like this is what we have to do. We have to take a step back. Take a step back and reprogram. Yeah, reprogram the mind and get back and connect with our higher selves, with spirit, and with nature. This is where we need to draw back and realize that the powers that we have inside, and realize that we can release so much that is not ours. It's not ours to keep. So much baggage, so much emotions that we have kept inside of us. It's not ours to carry. It's the Lord's. That's what I just heard. Release it to God. Release it to the divine. Release it. And then we have destiny. Destiny here, this is your calling. This is your calling coming up, your purpose. In the midst of healing yourself, you will find your purpose if you haven't already. And also, in doing this work, it will activate something inside of you, and something that you didn't know. And it comes from deep within. Deep within. Deep within. And it's phases that you have to do in order to heal the heart. Because on the outside, it may look like you have pain, but it's stages that you have to go through in order to dig deep and find that compassion. Excuse me. I have to get some water. Excuse me. Yes, dig deep and find that compassion. That will be the underlying energy here. I don't know if you can see that outline at the bottom. But yes, releasing, you're sacrificing all this baggage that has bogged you down in order to step into your power. Wow, that's beautiful. Will you take that step? Oh, I was just about to grab it and I said no, but I looked at it. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, it was power. It was power. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Okay, the waiting game in reverse. This is crazy because this had came out in one of the weekly essence readings. If you haven't checked that out, please check out the weekly essence readings. I do astrology first, talk about the astrology, then I go into oracle and tarot cards for the week. So definitely check that out. But the waiting game is here to say, this is the time. The time is now. There's no more waiting until you feel like you're comfortable enough to release this, or waiting for something that's never going to come. The time is now. The time is now for you to release this, let this go, and step into what you need to do. What is your life purpose? Heartache and loss. Heartache and loss, this is what you need to release. There's something in the past that has caused you so much pain, so much sorrow, that has kept you in this darkened place, like this upper room in a castle, and you only get one space to look out, and you're clouded by all of the thoughts in your mind. You're clouded, and it's like you pay attention to the stains on the wall, the stains that have tarnished you. You feel like you are tarnished, but you aren't. You feel that you are broken, but you aren't. Take that heartache and loss and cut it out. cut it out, release it. It's funny because she has a sword, and this is the Three of Swords energy, but she has a sword necklace. Release it. Cut this part out of your life because it's not your story. This is no longer your story. Because there's miracles here. There's blessings here that need to be celebrated, that need to be nurtured and loved. But if you're in a place of heartache and loss, in a place of defeat, and a place where your mind is clouded, then you won't be able to appreciate what is right in front of you. I saw Triumph, but I didn't want to pick it up. Triumph came out. So with this, I feel like once we release this, we'll be able to see what it is that we need to go forth on and continue the journey. We're more motivated this time to continue out this journey. And even though with Triumph, it's like a fierce force, this came out in the weekly essence as well. We also need to preserve our energy. Preserve our energy. Now, I was saying protect, and since when out of balance, being overprotective, preserving our energy, that's us being nurturing to ourselves, more compassionate to ourselves and others, instead of being locked up and very closed off with the world. Okay? So yeah, this is what we have here. I'm going to close out with the wild offering. But before we do, please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, click that notification bell so you can continue to get content from this growing, beautiful, and insightful channel. I love you all. I love you all, especially my Aquas. Yeah. All right. Spirit, what final message do you have to close out this reading? Being enough, and underneath, compassion. Wow. Okay, so let's read this. Being enough. The innermost heart says, you are enough. Nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change. No need to grow more deserving. You, yes, you are love. Release all this negativity. Release it because you are enough. You are enough to make a change, to make a difference in the world. Your light shines bright. You are enough to spread love and compassion. There's some releasing that definitely has to be done. Definitely. Because once you do this, it just opens, it will open so many doors. So many doors. So I love this. Thank you so much, Aquas, for tuning in. I hope and pray that you all have a wonderful September 2020 and beyond. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.